In this lesson, we're going to see how we can create architecture, but not like the previous lesson where we concentrated the attention on the exteriors and we create a draft of an architectural model. Here, we're going to concentrate more on the interior side, and we will see that this can be used also to create situations where we can develop the interiors and the exteriors of our architecture of our building. So we're going to see different techniques and different tools and also add-ons that we can use in Blender to do this. And so we are continuing on our path. So we started to see how we can design from scratch and how we can do that for the exterior and now we're going to see interior and also how we can do it a little bit more precise. Now we're going to increase the level of precision also in this lesson and also in the following lessons until we get into something really precise. But as we said at the beginning of the course, you need to decide whether you want to work more precise or you want to be faster or make things simpler. So it's your choice. Now, if you only have to do renderings, you don't need to be so precise. But if you need to work in a project, you want to exact measure, then you can work with more precision. And so we will continue. We will also see how we can be a little bit more precise using an image. So how we can import a reference image and how we can use it as a base for our polygonal modeling. So we saw how we can activate add-ons that can help us in the second lesson. In the third lesson, we developed architectural model looking scene where we focus again more on the exteriors, and we also use bool tool and navigation tools and so on. So let's get started here. So you can see I have already inserted an image. I'm going to show you how to do all the steps. And this is a small part of the apartment model directly on this image. So taking this image as a base. And these are other techniques that I'm going to show you. So we're going to create in this video mainly walls. And also we will do door openings. We can use Boolean, we can use polygonal modeling. In my opinion, polygonal modeling is more precise and more manageable than Booleans, which are faster but less precise. But again, it's a matter of precision. And if you want to be more precise or you want to be faster, so it's your choice as usual. So I'm just going to show you different techniques and different ways you can do things more precise or in a fast way. So I'm gonna start here a new scene, general. Okay, so let's say that again we are starting from scratch and then later we will use the image, but right now we want to start from scratch and we have this cube in Blender. Now in Blender this cube measures 2 meters times 2 meters. So if we press N, we can see here that if we go in the item, now all these that you see on the side, these are all the add-ons. So this is not like the default Blender. You need to have them turned on. But right now I'm going to use the default item tab that you find in Blender. So you can see these are the dimensions. This is 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters. So first thing we can do, and we saw also this in the first lesson, we can make these 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, and we can start to model our design. So let's say that we want to create a small apartment like a loft. So I can move into edit mode. I can use edit mesh tools. I can use the standard tools right here. And I can start to push this, for example, like this. So I make this a little bit larger like that. So if I go back to the item, now it's not showing the object, but it's showing the face that I'm selecting or the edge or the point. So if I go back to the object mode instead, I can see the new measures right here. So I can be a little bit more precise. I can say, okay, I want this to be precisely 6 meters, and here it needs to be precisely 4 meters and precisely 3 meters height. So this is, again, how I can work a little bit more precise. Now, let's say that I want something more complex than this for my apartment. I go back to edit mode, just as we saw again previously, and use the polygonal modeling. So I'm going to use the extrude and start to extrude parts of the object. Be careful not to go random, but to go straight on the X or on the epsilon, depending on where you want to extrude. Okay, so let's say that this is my apartment and I want to start to work with the interiors, not the exteriors like we did in the previous video. Well, in this case, I can just select these faces and press X to delete faces in this case. So I'm gonna choose faces. You can also use the delete key, by the way. So you can see now we have walls and we have pavement. Now, if you want to detach the pavement from the walls, you can right click and let's separate selection. So right now we have a pavement and we have also the walls, which are separated from each other. So I can work now with the solidify. So I can select this one here, go to modifier, add modifier, go to solidify, and add a thickness of 0.3, which means 30 centimeters. So again, as you can see, I can be really precise. And be careful to do even thickness. Now, you may notice that the walls are not the same thickness. So this is due to a problem with the original object. So let's turn off the modifier first using these two, and then let's fix this. So how do we fix this? The quickest way is to go to Object menu and go to the Apply and do all transforms. So it's kind of you are baking the transform that you have been doing so that everything will be more precise. Now, another things I want to tell you is that if you are perfectly inside your architecture like this, you probably won't even need the thickness of the walls. So depending if you need to do interior renderings or exteriors, you can just skip this part. But in this case, let's say that this is going to be something that can work for interiors and exteriors both. So in this case, we can use the solidify, or in general, we can use the wall thickness. Now that we apply, you can see the transformations. You can see that now everything is nice and even, and we have the same thickness for the wall. So this is how you can do that precisely. So every time you do a transformation that could be scaling or rotating or whatever, just remember to be sure to go to apply and do all transforms, and then you can continue with your modeling. So again, I'm gonna do solidify. I'm gonna do 0.3, and here I can adjust the offset so that it goes like on the bottom. So it becomes of pavement and I don't have overlapping phases. This is another issue. You can see that it's flickering. Make sure that no phases are overlapping and you won't have any problem in the render and also here in the visualization of the model. By the way, in the previous video, we saw how we can improve the visualization and we can use it also right here. We can see shadows. And also, if you are happy with what you have set up, remember that you can always go to File and Defaults, and you can save these as a startup file, so you will find everything as it is, kind of a template. Or you can load the factory rendering right here. Now, let me just go back here to layout, simple layout, just to show you that now we can continue. Now, this is the first technique. We're going to see also how we can do with other techniques and also with the image. But first, how we can add doors and windows and openings in general using a model like this. Well, first of all, we need to apply also the modifier. So you need to go here on this little arrow and say apply. So now you baked the effect, and now this is the actual model. So to add a door, we can do add mesh, and let's add a cube again. And before we actually use it for subtracting the geometry, we can place here some precise parameters. So usually a door is 2.2 height. So this is the height, and then we need to decide which side we want to use for the width. So let's say that this is going to be 0.9, so kind of at the entrance door, and then that's it. So doesn't matter the thick it is or how deep it is, like the depth. Now we need to choose where we want to place it. So let's say that this is the entrance right here, and remember to use the 2D views to be more precise. So I can move this just a little bit down and make sure it just